Should we just start out by saying that we're two white guys with a podcast?
I think we've established that a couple times already.
I just want everyone to make sure that they know that we're white.
Do you think people can't tell?
I think with the lighting, sometimes it gets
Is
a
that
little
is that what it
fuzzy.
is? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh boy,
Alex, hey,
Joe.
how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Why do you have a mattress in your living room?
Oh, this guy. Here, this camera can't see it. That guy. Oh, great. Now I messed it. All right, that's fine. We're good. So Joe, have you ever been mattress shopping?
No, I've never bought a mattress in my life.
So we needed a new mattress because this one's a piece of shit, and I'm a big guy and I move a lot when I sleep. So there's my cat made a home of the divot where the springs broke in my bed. So like anytime I got out of bed, my cat would jump in and she would sit in the little like crevasse that I left.
How big are you? What the fuck?
I weigh like 290. You know what it's like. Do you know the rapper Dave Blunts? That's what I look like. Yeah, we got a new mattress because my back's been fucked and Caitlin like her hips have been fucked, and we're just like, all right, maybe it's time for a new mattress. Joe, the thing about mattress shopping, it's we went to go get a new mattress, and we've also been looking for a new car,
Right.
and it's definitely been those two experiences have been very eye opening in terms of how the world opens up for you if you have money versus if you don't. So, have you ever been to a mattress store, like a furniture store? You know, like it's like the big wide open layout, and there's just mattresses everywhere.
Yeah, like a huge warehouse almost.
As pretty much, right? We went to one in the city. It wasn't super big, but like just mattresses fucking everywhere. So we go in and it's like I'm walking through the store and looking at the prices on these fucking mattresses, dude. $2,500, 3 grand, $3,500. Like just fucking crazy expensive.
Holy shit.
So we come in and Caitlin, we meet up with the salesperson, and Caitlin's like, "Oh, we're looking at like here's the couple that we were gonna see." She pulls up her phone. They're mattresses that are between like $300 and $500, right? We're not gonna spend a fucking $1,000 on a mattress.
Not a chance, dude.
So the guy goes, "Yeah, come on, follow me." And we walk past all these crazy expensive, like super nice king size mattresses. He takes us to the back corner of the store where there was a bunch of mattresses like up against a wall. He goes, "Here, I think this is the one you want." And he pulls it out and he flops it down on this like cot. Like instead of being like a real like
Like
all
a
the other
bed
nice
frame?
mattresses, exactly, like on a big nice frame. And this little frame, dude, it looks like the ones that people sleep on when they have to sleep in a football stadium during a hurricane. So he just like boom, flops the mattress down on that bad boy. It's like, "Yeah, go ahead and feel it out." The other thing was all the other mattresses in the store had like really nice pillows with like decorative stuff on it. He brings us over a pillow with no pillowcase and goes, "Here, let me get you a pillow protector." And it was two like basically paper towels.
Oh my fuck. Dude, you got treated like fucking dirt poor assholes.
Dude, do you know like when you go to the doctor's office and it's that like terrible plastic you have to sit on the thing? It was
Yeah.
like that.
Ew.
So we're sitting there. Also, the fucking vent is like right here on the wall. So those napkins were just blowing everywhere. We couldn't even like keep them down. Dude, it was okay. So we're in there, we're try a couple mattresses out. And I just had this moment where I'm laying on my back on this mattress and I'm looking directly into a fluorescent light. And it's in the back corner of the store. You can't even like hear the music that's playing. It's just like it's all and I'm just laying there like, is this life if you're not a fucking millionaire? Is this just what it's gonna be? Like, if I don't end up working on Wall Street, is this my life? Like, just the back
Yep.
fucking dickhead corner of the store. Like, oh hey, like Caitlin's like, "Oh, I think this is the mattress you're looking at," and the guy was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, well, fuck you, follow me." I felt like I was like on Impractical Jokers or something, where they were like, "Yeah, just give him the worst mattress, just give him the worst, put him in the stinkiest corner of the store."
Oh my god, dude.
It was
That
bizarre.
is literally you got treated like a fucking peasant.
The salesman was very nice, but it was just very like it was this big wide open layout, and we got put into like the fucking teeny tiny corner of it, being like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I've never that's like such an adult thing to do. I've never shopped for a fucking mattress. I've never shopped for a bed frame. I've never bought an appliance. I never bought a fucking car. Like,
You have a
dude,
bed though, right?
yeah, I have a mattress,
So where'd you
but
get the mattress from?
well, my mom bought it. Dude, she got
Ah,
that shit when I was like in high school.
damn. So you're gonna have to go mattress shopping soon, man.
Dude, no, that shit was like $1,000 mattress, bro. That every time it gets a little divot in there, or I get a mustard stain on it, I just rotate it,
And
and
so
then
your
and then
parents didn't get sent to the stinky corner.
well, no, of course not. They're not poor assholes. But
No, my parents aren't a dirty piece of shit. My parents are respectable adults. They're respectable members of society.
Yo, I'm just saying, you did the most fucking adult thing you could possibly do.
Yeah,
You bought a fucking mattress,
bought a
dude.
mattress. Got to get rid of this one today.
Yeah, what are you gonna fucking do with that?
So we live on the 3rd floor, and I think I'm just gonna kind of push it over the edge and just hope
I've
that
I've
nobody
done that before. It's a lot of fun.
just like because our dumpster is like at that, so we just kind of push it. Geronimo, just make sure nobody's under there.
Can you please film it if you do it?
Sure, I
Yes.
probably won't do it.
No, what do you mean? You're gonna bring it down 3 flights of stairs, you fucking dick? They
Yeah, I'm
stuffed
gonna
you
have
in
to.
the corner of the fucking warehouse. The least you could
Yeah,
fucking
this isn't their
do.
fault. I gotta,
Whoa, come on. Nobody's gonna be down there. It's cold outside. No one's outside.
the last car, Caitlin. Can I tell you another shopping story
Sure.
since this is my life right now?
Yeah.
My life is working and shopping for a car. This shit
That's
sucks.
that's sad.
It's working, shopping for a car, and podcasting. It's not great. Things are looking real fucking bleak. I got the hotline on fucking speed dial. Uh, the the last car we looked at, as soon as Caitlin sits down, she just looks at me and goes, "What's that smell?"
Oh
Which,
no.
not a good question to ask when shopping for just about anything.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like the only thing that you're shopping for where you would go, "Ooh, what's that smell?" That's like positive would be like candles. Where oh, I think that one's sandalwood. I think I there's a hint of
Sandalwood.
cinnamon in that one. That's fine. Any fucking thing else. She goes, "What's that smell?" I go, "Caitlin, it's cigarettes." We got into a used car to fucking test drive, and it reeked of cigarettes.
Dude,
It
that
reeked,
sucks.
dude. So like, I looked at her at the guy we test drove with. All right, here's the whole shebang. So we get there, and the guy we had the appointment with to test drive, like the salesperson we were meeting with, younger than Caitlin and me, brand new to the job.
Wow.
We ask one question. We ask one single question about one of the cars we were going to look at, and he goes, I don't know. I'm new. Let me go get a manager." We were there for 30 goddamn seconds, and he had to go get a manager. Manager comes over. It is the most like caricature cartoon version of a car salesman you'd ever see. It is this like 55-year-old Italian guy, too young to have white hair, but just has straight white hair, slicked back, fake gold chains like JC Penney gold. He sits way too tight of a t-shirt. He sits down, "Hey, how you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. Starts talking to us about this, that, and the other. And Caitlin's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." I asked one question about the car. We had asked this is the most boring thing I've ever talked about. The Carfax said the front brakes got done. It said nothing about the rear brakes. We asked about the rear brakes. That's all it was. The guy's like, "So financing, trade in, da 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 da." Caitlin's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just want to know about the brakes."
Did
Guy
she say that?
Yeah, she's literally like, "Hey, that's great. I asked about the brakes. Like maybe there was a miscommunication here." He's like, "Oh yeah, well, da, ba, 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 ba. We have some of the best what was he called? Technicians." He was calling the people that look at the car instead of mechanics, he was calling them technicians.
Ah, it's fancy.
So he's
That's
like, "Oh, we
fancy.
got the best technicians." And da, ba, ba, ba. Caitlin's like, "Uh-huh. So the brakes?" And he wouldn't answer, dude. He would not answer. So it got to a point where he turns to Caitlin and gets like angry, and he goes, "Well, listen, this is one of the best dealerships you're gonna find. We have 50 locations. We've been here for 50 years. This is a beautiful location. If you want a cheaper car, you go to Facebook Marketplace." And was just like a fucking dick to Caitlin. So I kind of start to sit up because I'm about to say something. Caitlin literally, the two guys are sitting like one on this side of the table and then one in front of us. Caitlin is talking to him. He says that, and Caitlin goes, "Okay." and just turns her body away from him and starts talking to the other person, just completely freezes him out.
Oh my
So I'm like, I
god.
sit right back. I'm like, all right, she's got it. Starts talking to this guy, like, hey, the brakes, this and that, to the point where this guy had to go, all right, well, you have a nice day, folks, and just gets up and leaves. So she fucking totally put him in his place, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Wow, that's a great story.
We go to get in the car. Dude, like I said, the kid is brand new. He's like, hey, like you guys are the first person I ever had to do a test drive with. They were kind of mean, and it took like 2 hours. You guys have been really nice. So I felt really bad to like not buy something from him because he was a
Yeah.
sweet kid and he was brand new. We go to get in the fucking car, reeks of cigarettes, and like we're talking about this in front of him. We make no attempt to be like subtle about it. I'm like, yeah, it's cigarettes. Like that just is what it is.
Yeah, it's
The
just a factual statement.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna try to hide it. Like this kid, like whatever, it's not his fault. It just is what it is. The Up above the driver's seat where like that, like the sunshade and like the sunglass holder and shit,
Yeah.
all the upholstery up in there was just like ripped up. Like it looked like somebody was trying to climb their way out of the car. And then in the door where it's like that kind of like rubbery material where like the
Yeah.
handle is, that was like clean ripped off. Like it looked like somebody was trying to escape this car. It looked like a prop in a horror movie.
What the fuck? Why'd you
It's like
even look at
so
it?
it was just a piece of shit, and they put it on the website as like pristine condition, just freshly detailed, all this stupid bullshit. And I remember saying to Caitlin pretty bluntly in front of the guy behind us, I was like, "Hey, this car is fine. I'm not paying for this shit though." And we just like took it for a test drive, and we got out, and the guy's like, "Hey, so if you want to go inside and we can talk about financing," and Caitlin and I were like, "No, we're gonna leave. Like, thanks, but we're good." And he kind of like didn't know what to do about it, and I know he got like chewed out when he went back to work, but like, sorry,
Dude, oh my god.
John, if you're watching, sorry, buddy. Not your
Hello.
fault. Your 4-star technician should not have given you a car that fucking reeks of cigarettes.
You know what's funny is I quit smoking cigarettes last year, and as you probably know, I smoked a lot, always in my car, and literally a year later, even after multiple cleans, that shit still smells like
Oh,
cigarettes.
dude, it's crazy.
It's wild how long it stays.
Have you ever seen the before and after pictures of them like cleaning a house that people smoked in?
Yeah,
And they're like
it's
white walls,
like
but after like 30 years of
yellow.
smoking, it's like red and yellow and like
Yeah. I was gonna say I on a related note, I asked my uncle who had quit smoking like 40 years ago. I
mhm.
was like, "So, man, how many years does it take to like get over the cravings?" And he goes, "Yeah, I had one this morning." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
so I just have to suffer with this for the rest of my life?" And he said, "Yep." And I was like, "Good,
well,
great."
do you know what the easiest fix for a craving is, right?
Well, to just do it.
Just have a cigarette. Yeah, if you're craving a
Exactly.
cigarette, just have a cigarette. Now you don't
It's
now
very simple.
you don't have a craving and you have a cigarette. It's fucking it's great. I've never smoked cigarettes. I My mom smokes and I always found it kind of gross. Like I don't uh I like a cigar every now and then because it makes me feel like a rich Wall Street guy.
Hey, we've smoked cigars before.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun to go like, when you're golfing with them.
Yeah, I like
'Cause it makes you
cigars.
feel like golfing with a cigar, like, it makes you feel like you can afford the $3,000 mattress.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So, like,
right.
I'll just puff a cigar while I'm golfing and just, like, treat the cart lady like shit. It makes me feel big. And I smoked weed in high school for a little bit, but I stopped that. I don't smoke weed anymore.
Yeah, I haven't smoked weed in like probably 5 years, but I have this insatiable appetite for nicotine. So, like most people just like puff the cigar, I'll fucking full blown inhale that shit directly to my lungs.
You know,
I'll
like,
just
the
it's
like,
fucking
Looney Tunes where
crazy.
they would, like, rip it and it, like, comes, like, all the way backwards, like, one clean pull and it's gone.
That's me.
Fucking, I'm really glad I remember when vapes hit our high school,
Oh my
and
god,
I'm
bro.
really fucking glad that I didn't, like, attach myself to that
Yeah,
at
I'm
14.
glad you didn't because I did, and I'm still suffering like fucking 11 years later, 12 years later.
Dude, I'm so glad I don't have a nicotine addiction like that because that shit's expensive.
You know, I would say that, but my Zins are fucking Well, they're off-brand Zins, but they're only like $6, a lot cheaper than cigarettes, I'll tell you.
Damn. All right, maybe I'll just start doing Zins.
No, don't. No, don't.
No?
Actually, I think I tried to get you to take one, and you were like, "No, I'm not gonna do it."
No, because okay, I asked. I was like, "Hey, are these like I like a cigar every now and then. I'll hit somebody else's vape when I'm like whatever. Like I like a nicotine hit sometimes." I was like, "Should I try these?" And you were like, "No." You were very clearly like, "Don't fucking do that to yourself." And then
Yeah,
you tried to
it's
talk me off the ledge. You're like, "Well, no, it's fine. They're not that bad." I was like, "Well, maybe I'm good."
I said that as a fucking a brother to a brother. Like, do not subject yourself to nicotine addiction because it's so fucking bad.
Instead of a Zyn, I'm gonna start putting those like silica packets in my mouth. Like the ones that specifically say "do not eat." I'm
Like
gonna
the
start
ones that
tucking
come in
those
like
in.
chews and shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna start tucking those in my lip and just see what happens.
Alex,
Joe,
where are we?
well, I'm in Chicago.
Oh,
You're in
we're gonna take that out of the episode.
you're in redacted New York, and so we're meeting virtually somewhere in between somehow. I don't understand how the internet works, but
Yeah, try to explain the internet to like a fucking caveman, but
yeah, go
that's
back in time like you meet a pilgrim fresh off the boat. Like, hey, so in a few years.
in a few
Or like
years.
you just try to explain it to them in words they can't possibly understand. Like, you ever heard of Netflix? And it's, sorry, what? What
No,
the hell
it's
are you
like, how do
talking
you
about?
explain like colors to a blind person?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's like, have you ever heard of trying to
pigments
explain
of
colors
light.
to a blind person? You ever heard of Netflix? Ah, shit, man.
God, we got off on a tangent there.
Joe, I think it's your turn in this episode to start.
I have a good question for you, Alex.
You ever heard of Netflix?
If you got arrested for an unknown, undisclosed reason, what would your friends think you got arrested for? And it wasn't like a traffic stop. It was like a full-blown, like, you got taken out of work by
So
2
you
cops.
guys find out that I got arrested,
Yeah, but we don't know for what.
and you're all speculating what I got arrested for.
Yep. Because I have my answer of what I think you would get arrested for.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easily.
So I don't think any of you guys would believe I'm smart enough to do like white collar crime. Like I couldn't get away with like tax fraud or fucking like identity theft. Like I'm not smart enough to pull that off. What would I get arrested for that would be like believable? Cuz you also said it's like, "Oh, they came and got me." Like this isn't like
They
so it's
came
not
and
like, "Oh,
got
he like
you.
got into a fight or something." Like, "Oh no, this actually like what would I have done?" I don't know, treason? What's like I don't know, what's
Trees.
straight up yeah, sorry, I was yeah, you guys find out I was there on January 6th. Oh, yeah, you know the picture yeah, I was boosting people up over the wall. The
That's some
shit,
people to
man.
fucking categorize yourself with.
What do you think it would be? What is
Tax evasion for sure.
really?
1000%. I
Just
could see
stopped
you.
paying them?
You go to your accountant in fucking January and you're like, fuck, I'm not paying this fucking massive bill because we
I
work
got a
freelance
mattress to
together.
buy, dude.
Right? Yeah.
I got
Like
are you
you're
shitting me?
literally you're like, dude, there's fucking 20 million people in this city. They're not gonna find me. And then you get fucking raided and arrested for tax evasion. For sure, dude.
Tax evasion does sound fun, just to not pay. Just, like, to call your guy up and be like, "Not doing it."
Well, a lot of celebrities, Alex, are currently in jail for tax evasion. So I
That's
don't
what
know how
Mike the Stewart
fun.
went to jail for.
That's what Mike the Situation went to jail
Mike the
for.
Situation's in jail?
He went to jail for 2 years because tax
Wow.
evasion.
How the mighty have fallen. Mike the Situation. Nobody knows his actual name. He's just Mike the Situation.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
gonna
real
start going by
situation.
I'm Elex the scenario. Like I'm Elex
Why
the
does that sound like a
circumstance.
fucking sitcom?
Elex the circumstance.
How'd I get here? Whoa.
Record scratch. Yup, that's me. Jesus Christ, dude. The fucking okay. I've had this conversation with people before, and I'm curious what you think about it.
Yeah.
When we were young, reality TV had such a stranglehold on pop culture,
Yeah.
and like I think the internet has basically like killed it. Like think about when we were growing up. It was like American Idol. Remember Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, oh my god.
So it was all like the talent kind of shows, the Kardashians, like Big Brother, like reality TV used to be such a big deal.
Obviously, Jersey Shore and all that shit, yeah.
The Jersey Shore was fucking huge.
Dude, I literally, like and I don't know if you were too young because I'm a little bit older than you. I remember everybody in school when season 1 of Jersey Shore dropped, everybody canceled all plans for Thursday and watched that shit.
It was crazy.
Dude, it was all we fucking talked about, and everybody in my grade wanted to be like a different fucking Jersey Shore character.
So, okay, as somebody who has never watched a minute of the Jersey Shore, could you please explain it to me? Because I don't get it.
So basically, each episode starts out with like, oh, they're the guys are out tanning and the girls are out like getting their nails done, and
And
then
the
they'll
girls
come
are out tanning.
and they'll come back, and then they'll switch. Like the guys will go get pedicures, and then the girls will go tanning, and then it'll show them like working at a t-shirt shop because they need jobs, right? So they'll do their shift at the t-shirt shop, which is underneath their house, right? And they
Oh,
all
right. Yeah, they yep.
and they all sleep in like twin size beds in their bedrooms, and some of them share bedrooms, some of them have like, and then there's a community bedroom called the smush room where you can go fuck. And then at night they'll go out to the local bars, right? And the guys will just bring home fucking girls every fucking night, and it'll literally show them like night vision cameras on the walls of them like making out in bed and shit.
So it's
And
just
then
porn. It's just
basically, and then like they'll start fighting, and sometimes they get into fist fights and shit, and it's just fucking trash, like so bad. And the crazy thing is we were all so fucking hooked, dude. Every Thursday I watched it. And you know what's crazy? It's still going on. Those people are still doing a show together called like Jersey Shore Vacation or something like that.
so who were they? Like, why did this show want to follow these people?
They were literally just fucking Italians
And they just decided,
with big personalities.
I've never met an Italian with a little personality. That's
Whoa!
that's
Hey!
part of being Italian.
Come on now, man. Those are my people. You can't fucking talk to us like that.
That's not
You got
that's not
rights.
an insult. I've never met like a quiet, timid Italian.
Have you met my brother?
He's not timid
He's
though.
quiet and
He's
timid,
quiet.
bro.
He's quiet, but he does have a big personality.
He's
Like when you
I
get to
don't
know him. When you get to know him.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's completely fair. But I think he's like the complete opposite of me.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're cranked to 11 at all times.
Come on now. I'm not
Sorry.
that crazy.
Well,
They
yeah, that was the thing that always baffled me about it. Like the Kardashians, like they were already famous, like they
were
had a
rich
thing
as fuck.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was something there already, or like the appeal to celebrity. Like remember like Cribs or like Pimp My Ride, and it was like celebrity shit. The Jersey Shore was so confusing to me because it was like, who the fuck are these people, and why do I care? Same with Duck Dynasty. It was like, oh, so these are just a bunch of rednecks. Like I don't get it. Joe, are you texting? I feel like you keep looking down a lot in this episode. You seem distracted.
No, I'm thinking. I'm thinking of what my phone is over here. I'm thinking of what my answer would be.
Well, so for me, I'm surprised you said anything tax
No,
evasion. That's really surprising to me.
it would definitely be tax evasion for you
I would hope that if
because
I get busted, you guys get a good laugh out of it. I hope it's like, oh, I tried to steal a car and ran myself over. Like, I hope it'd be like very like Three Stooges e. It's like, oh yeah, he tried to rob a bank and he tripped and fell on a banana peel. Like, I hope it's like,
my thing with you is like I know it wouldn't be like there's no way you would murder somebody. I doubt you would get an assault charge because you're a very
you're a
like
bitch. You're a pussy and a bitch.
you're an honorable man, man.
I'm not.
Um
You don't know me, sister. I'm not a good man. Joe, fucking Joe, when are you gonna finish Red Dead? Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, listen, I was on the trail of a serial killer. I found a body against a rock, and I got a little spooky.
Joe, this
And
is
then,
like 6 months ago.
well, it's still hooked up in there, man.
Joe,
I'll
that's the
play it.
next episode. You're gonna play live on the next episode.
You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad fucking idea. Um, I, as you mentioned, I'm a little on the crazy side. Okay. I've been known to be cranked up a little bit, as you mentioned. And so I know that if I ever got arrested, it would be for some fucking crazy shit. Like, I know what my answer would be, and I'm curious as to what you would think I would get arrested for.
I think you would get arrested doing something stupid for the sake of like a video or shooting like one of your short films. Like I could see you getting arrested for like breaking and entering because you wanted to shoot somewhere, trespassing, right? Loitering, like something where like you don't belong where you are, but you thought you'd be able to bring a camera and a skateboard and it'd be fine. Like that's the vibe I get where I'd be like, "Oh, Joe got arrested at this abandoned mall because he fucking thought he could skateboard in there." That sounds about right.
That's fair. That's kind of cute because my thought was, oh, dude, he's gonna say like assault with a deadly weapon or something. Because
No,
so
no,
that's good.
no,
That's
no, no.
good. I'm not a violent guy, you know.
No, you're not a violent guy, but again, if you were to get arrested for like an assault charge, it would be video related. Like you're trying to shoot a video, somebody confronts you about something. Hey, turn that fucking camera off, and now you're fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
I did tell an old guy to fuck off on Saturday at the bleep that out. Bleep the part.
what do you think? What do you think the answer is?
I would definitely say assault. I think
Are you trying
somebody
to
would
tell me
fucking
something? Are the police
some
on their way?
someone would fucking like call me a slur or something, and I would just fucking like hit him with my skateboard.
You know what's crazy? I've never been in like any sort of real fight or anything. High school bullshit, I guess, but like definitely not as an adult. And it's funny how you say like, "Oh, somebody could call me something," and it's like you can call me whatever. Like I could not see myself reacting that strongly to somebody insulting me.
That's fair.
I get very tight about it being like my friends and family.
Yeah,
And I
same.
think if I were to ever end up getting into something physical, 99% chance it's because somebody like did something to Caitlin
Yeah.
that like somebody said or like touched her or something. Like that would be my reasoning. Where like somebody could do whatever to me, and I'm just kind of like whatever. You know what I mean? Like I can kind of let it roll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it as a skateboarder because you get called like slurs all the time from the road. At
What
the
is this? What is
last,
a slur for a skateboarder?
well, it would. I can't say it on camera, but
They're just regular slurs. It
yeah,
has
the
nothing to do with
regular
skateboarding.
slurs.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you had like special skateboarder
No,
slurs.
no, no, no.
Hey,
But I
four wheels.
wood pusher.
See, that doesn't sound. That sounds like the other one.
Yeah.
Wood pusher. That's great. I'm gonna use that one.
No, don't. The last physical thing I got into was like a couple of years ago. I was at a bar with our friend Jordan,
Mm,
and these fucking dudes were so drunk. They were a bunch of drunk assholes, and they pushed and shoved the other guy into a girl, and that girl fell into a table, which fell into Jordan.
damn.
And I fucking yelled into Jordan's ear like the devil on his shoulder, push him back. I got your back. And so
He
Jordan,
pushes the
without
girl.
thinking, just shoves the dude back. And the dude turns around and like half drunk punches Jordan. And all I can say legally is I blacked out.
So I killed him.
I fucking
I shot him with a
blacked
gun.
out. I shot his kneecaps. I didn't think I had so much fucking strength for like a little Joe Pesci guy. So that was my question, Alex. I hope you enjoyed it.
I wish I had a better answer. I feel like
Tax evasion.
tax
for
evasion.
sure.
I also think you guys would get a kick out of that.
No, I would think that's fucking hilarious because you'd be in jail for 2 years while I'm giggling, writing you letters.
The reason I would get caught is because I did it bad. Like I just like it's like, huh? He didn't really pay any taxes. He's claiming he made 90 grand this year. That's what the fuck is he? You know what I mean? Like or like you know what? I would get arrested for something tax related, not because I was actually doing something wrong, but because I filled the paperwork out incorrectly.
You checked one wrong
Like
box.
I forgot to
That's it.
initial and they just like they come and
Yeah,
get me. Yeah, it would be something ridiculous like that. Not
I
because I'm
could see
actually
that.
like I didn't actually make any money in the deal. I just fucking can't read. I had to sign some paperwork the other day, and I did the thing where I print where it says signature, and I had to like scribble it out and then
Oh
sign.
my
It's like
god,
fuck, fuck,
dude.
fuck. I'm way too old for this. There's nothing more embarrassing than being a grown ass adult and having to scribble out a mistake you made.
Yeah, that's fair. And from someone who's had to sign a lot of contracts for video work, on that same note, I've never read a single contract.
That's not good.
Well, what do I need to do? You know, what do I need to do
I mean,
that.
I did not read my contract for Valnet fully at all.
Yeah, well, I
I gave it a
did.
skim.
I read it in terms of somebody else's video explaining it to me, and that was it. And fuck them, by the way.
Fuck Valnet, dude. Should we just shit on Valnet every episode?
Yeah, we'll get sued because it's.
Can we change the name of the podcast to Fuck Valnet?
Yeah, fucking worst company ever, dude. You want to fucking laugh? Go on like Indeed or something and look at their fucking reviews.
Damn,
it's horrendous, bro. But we're not gonna get sued.
Can we?
So.
Okay, can I? All right, we're gonna for legal reasons. I'm joking. Can we just make
for
up
legal
a bunch
reasons? I'm joking too.
Can we make up a bunch of shit about Valnet and just see what happens? I'm joking. I'm joking. This is comedy. Did you know Valnet uses child labor?
Yeah, it's me. I'm the fucking kid.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. Oh boy.
God, I hope that's what we're getting arrested for.
That's what it is. It's bad mouthing Valnet. Their Canadian lawyers come and get us.
Yeah, dude, what are they gonna say? Come with me, eh?
Come with me, buddy. Oh shit, man. We say no, and they're just like, "Well, there's nothing more I can do."
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking Canadians.
That's fucking right. It's like an episode of South Park.
Oh shit. Well, Joe, I got a question for you.
Okay.
If you were to become an actor and have success as an actor,
okay,
would you ever be willing to do a sex scene for a movie or a TV show?
1000%.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, I had a sex scene in one of my short films that I filmed, and I never put it in the video or in the movie, but I have filmed it before, and it's as awkward as you think.
Can you send it to me?
Yes, I can.
I'm surprised you're so excitedly saying yes. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, I'd do it, but like, you know.
No, fuck no. Of course I'd do that. Have you seen my Reddit page? Good Lord.
What would be the extent? Is there any limit? Would you do like full cock and balls, or would it be
full cock? Dude, if I was in a fucking movie and they wanted to see my cock and balls, deal.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I'm not the one laughing. They're the ones laughing at how tiny it is. It doesn't fucking matter to me. And fucking, it's already on me, bro.
I think it's big. Big is subjective. I got little hands. It balances it out.
I'm hung like a fucking light switch, bro. Come on, man. Dude, fuck yeah, I'd show everything. I don't give a fuck, man.
Really?
I would do everything up to porn. I would not do porn.
Would you do like softcore where you don't actually see anything, but it's like do you know what softcore is?
I've
like Skinamax, kind of like where like you don't ever actually show like penetration, but you get to see some boobie and like, you know.
Why the fuck would I look at the cigarette when I got smoked the cigarette? Like, come on, man. That's silly. Am I still having sex in the thing?
God damn it, I need a cigarette. I don't know. I don't know if softcore porn people are actually having sex or not. I wonder about that.
Well, I know that when they film real like Hollywood sex scenes, they literally wear like fucking cups.
Yep. Like modesty socks, I think they're called.
And being on a professional shoot with a sex scene in it, every time they do that, they have what's called an intimacy coach. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yep.
And then they also have like a safety person who like handles the sensitive nature of it. And like the only people allowed on set are essential people. So like one cameraman, one fucking audio guy, the lighting guy isn't even in the fucking room.
Right.
It's really, all jokes aside, it's really a sensitive thing.
I'm really glad that has shifted because it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah, I can't imagine it was because when I was involved with it, I chose to get out of the frame because it. I could tell the girls that were involved in the scene were very uncomfortable, and there's fucking 40 people on set, and we're like, dude, I'm getting out of here, bro.
I did a video for when I was working for Collider about uh apparently the intimacy coordinator stuff started after there was a scene in Game of Thrones that was like pretty horrific apparently. It was like a rape scene and it's like pretty horrific and the actors still talk about being very uncomfortable with it and like
Whoa.
it was like a really bad deal for like not only was it like a really bad scene for fans and stuff to watch, but it was like a really hard thing for the actors and crew to be a part of.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
And so apparently like that was kind of like the breaking point in the industry for trying to like make this a safer space, which is I don't like that it took such a extreme case, but I
Yeah.
am glad that it is now shifted and we're in a better place and like protecting people.
My answer, I don't think I would ever want to do like an actual serious.
Like, hey, this is meant to be like intimate and romantic and believable. I wouldn't want to do that. But like show some butt cheeks in a comedy, I think I can do that.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like joking, like it's not meant to be like real. I think I could do that. I would not show cock and balls.
Oh, I would.
That's no, that I got to keep those to myself.
Here's you know what it is honestly, and this might just be a difference in like our personalities and our self-confidence and stuff. Nobody wants to see them. I'm not that important. I'm not that hot. Nobody needs it. Nobody's asking for it. I don't need to force it on anyone. You know, nobody wants to hear me sing either, right? I know my place. So like, you know, but no, like something, you know, like a comedy and you just show some butt cheeks. I think I could do that.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh yeah, oh cock and balls, sure.
I think even as a straight person, I think if it was a comedy and for the sake of comedy, I could do like a not so straight scene as long as it was not like insensitive in any way.
Yeah.
Like I've actually wondered about this. Like if I were an actor and they asked me to play a gay character, would that be wrong of me to do? Like, shouldn't that space be held for a gay actor? Or like, would it be wrong of me as long as it's not like a caricature, like horrible stereotype kind of character? If I'm just playing,
Yeah,
a
I think the
person?
sexuality thing is fine. I think is where it starts to get murky is like trans characters
Mm,
and obviously like black people and other races like that.
yeah,
Um
I'd
but
play a
like think
Chinese
of,
guy.
yeah, that's
I'd
how you
play a
get
Chinese
canceled.
guy. Nobody would they'd be like, "You don't look Chinese." Like, "Oh, well, fucking go figure." Did a 23 and me. I'm 164th.
164th. I
No, I
think
think
like
that's
think
fair.
of like in Gladiator 2, the new movie that just came out.
Mm,
Denzel Washington has like a full-blown makeout scene with a guy. Now
really?
they took it out of the movie because the world is homophobic.
Huh.
But like he's not gay. They
Wow,
took it
yeah,
out
no wow.
specifically because it's the same reason they took the gay kiss out in Lightyear.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
like
doesn't didn't test well.
well, heterosexual kissing totally fine. Gay
I
kissing, not a fucking chance, bro.
It's really unfortunate that we haven't gotten past that kind of shit yet.
In our lifetime, we'll see that, but
I just like
I don't
I
know, man.
I think there's a limit to like I think gay and like LGBT in general representation in media is not great yet. And like you kind of often get like the token kind of character. And I feel like if I was gonna play a character that happened to be gay, it would be hard to want to do that because I feel like that's always going to devolve into stereotype and tokenism ish, whatever the tokenism, token I don't know,
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
But
Yeah, that
like
makes sense.
I feel like it would be hard to like commit to something knowing that it's not like genuine, right? It's gonna be like very disingenuous and kind of in the long run harmful.
I've seen some straight characters play some, or I've seen some straight actors play some gay characters before that turned out to be like pretty important movies to LGBTQ entertainment. Um, Brokeback Mountain, for instance, that like busted down the doors because like Heath Ledger, for instance, during interviews, people were like historically making fun of gay people in his interviews and he shut them down every fucking time. So that was really fucking cool to see. I don't know if it would be disingenuous if it was in right taste though.
And I think that's the thing. Like,
That's the line though.
I agree. I think that's the thing is like, I would almost feel like it's not my place to decide if it's in good taste or not, and like that's why I would almost just want to remove myself from like, you know what I mean? Just hey, let somebody who's actually, because kind of like what you were saying earlier, they wouldn't cast me to play a black person, they wouldn't cast me to play a woman, so why would they cast me to play a gay person? Like that, why would I step into that, but not the other ones?
That's completely fair, and I think that sensitivity is what some political parties lack, right?
that's what some actors lack.
Some humans lack.
I find it weird that some actors almost think it's like it's a challenge as a performer to like do something like that when it's like no, like it's just there's space for some people and not for others when it comes to things like this, and like that's the representation is more important than like, you know, your fucking idea of what's challenging or good for your career or whatever. Like
There's some things bigger than you, basically.
exactly.
Yeah, because like you could make a super fucking successful Hollywood movie, but it's not. Sometimes it's not just your legacy; it's the legacy of a fucking entire community that is affected by it, and not just your performance. So that's fucking interesting, though. Like, and I don't think about that kind of stuff because I'm fucking queer, dude. Like,
This is how I find out.
Whoa,
really?
Whoa.
What?
I was thinking about that today because I was in the Burger King drive-thru and the car in front of me.
And the dude in line was such a wood pusher.
The car in front of me had a fucking bumper sticker that said it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Fuck you.
And I
crashed
about that. And I was like, dude, I'm seeing actual discrimination. How do I feel about that? Because like obviously I'm like a cis white guy. I don't know shit about discrimination until it comes into the sexuality world, and I've seen a lot of homophobia in my life, and it's such you can't even describe the fucking feeling about it. Like how fucking painful it is.
I couldn't possibly relate or understand.
And that fucking empathy is fucking just gone in so many people, and that
It's
baffles
so lost
me,
on
dude.
people.
Yeah, it fucking, dude, have some empathy and have a fucking heart, for God's sakes. Put yourself in their shoes. Like, you ever see the Twilight Zone? Did you ever watch the Twilight Zone?
Of course.
There's an episode where this guy is an American soldier in World War II, and he like wakes up as an Asian soldier in World War II, and the American people are like, or the American soldiers are like hunting him, and he finally realizes what it's like to be a minority. And like he comes back to the American side as a white guy, and he's like, dude, we can't do this. These are fucking human beings. And like I always think about shit like that. I'm like, that's all anybody has to do is just fucking put yourself in their shoes for 1 fucking second.
It's also so maddening as like somebody, I guess we're empaths, right? Like fucking not to be whatever, but like,
Yeah.
it's so maddening as somebody who does try to practice as much empathy as possible to watch people that lack it and just kind of cruise through life without it.
Yeah.
And then you try to explain something to them and there's just such a disconnect between like, no, that's another human being. They have their own experiences and traumas in life, and like, and you're just being incredibly insensitive and selfish about it all. It's such a unique form of anger to try to deal with somebody who doesn't have that same sense of empathy and try to explain something to them.
And a lot of times you're not even going to fucking get through to them. They're just beyond that. And having empathy on our side is understanding like, wow, this person is that far gone, basically. I just have to accept them for how they are.
Yeah.
And that's so fucking maddening, dude. It's fucking bullshit that we got to do that.
I won't say who I was with, but there was this one time I was at a restaurant and this lady came in, clearly homeless, struggling, asking people to buy her food. So I stood up and I bought her some food and sat back down with the people I was sitting with. And one of the people at the table was like kind of eyeballing her and watching and paying attention. And that person goes, huh, well, are you sure they're homeless? Because she has a really nice jacket on. And just like I wanted to, it's a very unique form of anger. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
that sense of like, I remember what I said to that person and kind of shut the conversation down was like, it happens fucking fast and it happens to people you know, and life is fucking hard. And I just kind of went back to eating and like trying to shut it down, and they kind of could tell that I was not happy about it. But it was like that comment, that disconnect between like, oh well, they have this one thing that like would normally disqualify my idea of a struggling person, and it just rubbed me the wrong way.
That's fucking interesting because like I've spent a lot of time in New York City in my life. So I've seen lots of homeless people. I'm always getting fucking bugged whenever I'm in New York about giving money to people. So I became super fucking insensitive about that. And I remember one time, two times actually, I was walking downtown and some guy asked me for money. And in my head, I was like, fuck no, I'm not giving this fucking guy money. And the guy I was with gave him money. And I was like, dude, why did you do that? And he was like, why not, man? And I was like, wow, dude. And then I swear to God, the next day I was in Walmart with my dad. And my dad gave me money. He goes, you see that fucking guy over there? And this guy was like fucking dirty as shit, super fucking homeless. He goes, he handed me a $20 bill. He's like, go give it to him. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? He's just gonna buy fucking beer with it or whatever the fuck. And he's like, it doesn't fucking matter. And what he said to me always stuck with me. He was like, what they do is their karma, and what you do is your karma. And I was like, wow. Yeah. So I was like, from that point on, I was like, wow, man, I'm gonna fucking be more sensitive to that shit.
It's a real problem here in the city.
I bet it is. Yeah.
It's really bad. And like, it's one of those things where like, you got to live your own life and take care of your own shit. And like, you can't save the world. Like, there's part of me that wishes I could just fucking hand cash to every person that needs it. And it's like, well, I fucking need it too. And like, life is hard for everybody. And like, you can't save the world.
Yeah.
And like, but just that complete, like I said, it's just such a disconnect where it's like, fuck you. And it's like, no, what if it were you? You know what I mean? Or what if it was somebody you cared about? Or like, and it's just like, or the fact that you even have to put it in that perspective.
Yeah.
That you don't have enough respect or compassion for a stranger just because they're, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's really hard to interact with people that don't seem to get it.
It's like what my dad said. It's like what they do with the money is their own karma. What you do is yours. So, like I said, that always fucking stuck with me, and ever since that, I was like, wow, man, that's kind of fucking crazy.
So anyway, I would not show cock and balls. I would do a sex scene with a homeless person. Fuck it. How's that for woke?
That's nice. Yeah, baby. That's real woke.
Oh shit, man.
Alex, we got way too serious. Oops,
that was
But it's good. It's important to have these conversations though.
Yeah,
as two white guys on a podcast.
Yeah, we're just two. Yeah. Can't wait for all three of our listeners to have their awakening for this one. But
you know,
dude, it's life is hard.
The story is be more empathetic, be loving, be compassionate, be understanding, and if you want to show cock and balls, then do it.
Then that's your deal, and you can do that.
That's your prerogative. Man.
Do you know how easy it is to show cock and ball? Is back to the Pilgrims. All right, so it's you know how you're like 39 and only 2 people have seen your nuts? Wait till you hear about this thing called the internet. You ever heard of Netflix? You know how many cock and balls they show on Netflix? Holy shit, dude. Pilgrim sex scene. That's gonna be that. I gotta clear my search history after that one. Do you think you could find pilgrim porn? Do you think you could find like
you ever heard of Rule
fresh
34?
off the boat?
Come on,
unfortunately I know what Rule 34 is. And I feel like a first Thanksgiving themed porn would be either really good or really bad. And I think we need to end the episode so I can go find out.
Yeah, I think so too, because I'm eager to look that up.
All right, wait, let me fire this joke off. Oh boy.
You got it.
You know. All right. Nope. Never mind. I'm keeping that one to myself. Never mind. Well, I'll tell you off. Oh fuck. All right. Well. Joe.
Alex, thank you. This
Thanks,
was fun.
buddy. See you in the next one.
Yep. Bye-bye.